Hey guys, today we're going to be learning classes in Java. So the first thing you guys want to do is make a new project. So we're going to call it classes demo create. And as you guys can see, we got our main code right here. This is like the default stuff. So you can see this is a class right here. So we get started in Java with classes already, but in other languages, they don't really have that because it doesn't really come with object-oriented code. But in Java, we just get it from the get-go. So if you want to make a new class, we could just make one down here like class dog, and then put these brackets like this, and then boom, we've got a class now. But we can also put it in another file. Let's keep this class here and let's give it some attributes. So let's give it an attribute of private string name, and we're going to give it a private string age, and these are things of our dog. So you guys might know that in Java everything is kind of an object. This is like how we're going to make our own objects, and these attributes are things about this object. Now guys, we're going to work on our constructor, and a constructor basically is just like what code runs when you make the object. So if we like go up here, let's get rid of this line of code, and then let's make like a dog, my dog equals new dog, and put it that. Yeah, so this right here is just the name of our object. It could be whatever we want. And this has to be the same as the class name. So we like make a new Java object. You might have done this before if you worked with like literally anything in Java. So now we're gonna make our constructor dog, and then go like this. So as you guys can see, we put our class name here, and then we can actually put attributes in here, string name for example, and then we could say system.out.println dogs name is name, and then if we try running this, you'll see we'll get an error because we haven't put anything in here yet. So because we put the string here in the constructor, now we had to put a string here, so we're gonna call it like Bob, and now if we run this code, you're gonna see it's gonna print out dog's name is Bob. The thing is, we haven't used this variable yet, so if you want to use that, we can say this dot name equals name. And the reason why we have to use this here is because these have the same name, so this variable right here and this variable right here. So if we like left this out, it might not know what it's referring to, so that's why we have to use that. So that's what I like to do. And we can also add other things here obviously. So like, oh wait, I didn't even realize that's a string. This should be an int age. So int age here, this dot age equals age. So now you can go up here and you can give it an age like 12 years. And now we can also get rid of this. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to make some method. So let's make a bark method. So void bark, and we're going to print out, oh dang it, I can't spell. Yeah, something like that. And then we can go up here, we can call our my dog or the dog object or whatever, and we can use this. So now if we print that out, it should print out bark. And if we want to get our data, so let's say we made this dog, and up here we want to print out my like system.out.println my dog's name is, and then we want to like print out the dog's name. We could just do my dog dot name, but this will actually give us an error because this is private, not public. So if we want to do that, we should make some getters and setters, and IntelliJ can do this for you really quick. Basically all you do is go right click on your code and then go down to generate, and then you can make all these different things, but we're going to make a getter and setter, and we're going to make one for our name only. So now we did that, it'll generate two methods wherever you were, one to get the name and one to set the name. You should understand how this code works. If you don't, just ask below. And then we can use my dog dot get name, and then we can also set the name. So we can use my dog dot set name, a different name, and then if we print this out, you'll see it says my dog's name is Joe, because we called it Bob up here, and then we changed it to Joe, so it ran this method, and then we get their name over here. But let's say we want to make another dog now, so let's make another dog, and let's say my dog 1 doesn't have a name. So what do we want to do? But this dog has a name. So basically we can just make another constructor but not have anything in it, or we can put something else in it like int age, and then we can do the same thing. So now you're gonna see we can have two different constructors. So when you're actually like creating and declaring the object, it'll actually check for if there's a constructor that like allows this, and since it allows this and it allows this, both of these can work. But since we have no name variable in here, and down here we never actually set name to anything, it'll actually be uninitialized. And also guys, like I said before, we can also take this entire thing and just throw it in a different file. So we can go here, create a new Java file, call it dog, and we can just put it in here and get rid of this one, and it'll work the exact same way. Alright, adios.